What is up, guys? Heath with Lake Champlain Sanitation here, riding with Tyler today. Let me know what you guys think about these new hoodies that the landfill gave us. It's pretty cool. I guess they used to have like an open house where they'd feed all the like local haulers, like a barbecue thing in the summer. And they told us they hadn't had it in the last couple years. And since we've only been in business 3 years, I didn't even know they did that. So we pulled up to the window one day and they gave us these free hoodies with like 3M reflective stuff on it. So now we're rocking those, but I'm gonna make a little residential video. Sorry for the shakiness. We're in the landfill right now. Gonna do a little residential update video for you guys. I know some of you guys watch this channel for junk removal and dumpsters, but a lot of you watch it for the residential side as well. Trash Talk Academy last night, really happy. We had 5 of you guys in there. Big thanks to you guys. You know who you are. Really excited to keep that rocking and rolling and keep that class going. If any of you guys do want to join, you can still sign up at trashtalkacademy.com or text the word trash to 518-500-4690, and you can see the sign up form on there, and we're getting the login portal fixed by the end of this week. So if you missed any classes, you can watch them right on there. So without further ado, guys, it's snowing, it's shaky. We're in the dump right now. We're gonna show you guys some residential trash during the winter months up here in the Northeast. I don't think I ever showed you guys this building. That is where we bring the recycling. So there's 6 here, but there's technically 5 different sections of that building that we put stuff in. All right, so today we basically do, what do we got, like $1.67? $1.65, so 165 stops today. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you're doing residential trash or junk removal, how many stops or jobs are you doing each day by yourself or with one other guy? And for example, are you by yourself doing 50 accounts a day? You're just getting rock and rolling, or 2 of you guys banging out 200 stops a day? Let me know in the comments below. So guys, a little update on where we are at stop-wise. We had about 10 people leave for the winter months, which dropped our stop count a little bit. And then we had to get rid of a few customers for late paying. And we also raised our rates a few bucks a month on everyone across the board in January. So right now we currently sit right around like the 600 and between 605 and 610. I'd have to exactly count them up end of this week because we got some new ones that signed up. We got to drop off tomorrow, but right around 610, guys. And we raised our average ticket about $3.25 per month per customer, so over 600 and something. You can do the math on how much better that is a month. Another big update, Tyler has knee surgery, so I will be back in the residential truck full-time starting Monday next week. He's going to be out for 4 to 5 weeks. Hopefully has a speedy recovery on that, but I will be back in the truck doing all that myself. And we decided, you know, it's the best time for him to get it is right now when we don't have so many roll-offs being rented. And so Dad will be backing me up in the hook lift truck, and I'll be back in the 5500 residential dump truck full time. So that'll be fun times starting next Monday. All right, guys, so something I figure would bring you a little value this time of year: Christmas trees, and in the fall, leaves and all that kind of stuff. We do not take Christmas trees for free just because we can't really dump them where we dump the garbage. The landfill makes us put them in a separate section. So customers will call and say, hey, can you just take a tree with my garbage? We say no. And what we will do is a separate pickup, try to put 3 or 4 of them together with a small charge for them. Doesn't take much to get rid of them, but it's still your time. In the future, I've seen other companies, there's a guy on YouTube that does junk removal. He does a thing for his city, I believe it is, or like the town that he services, where he does free Christmas tree removal, which I think is pretty cool. I mean, it's a really low cost thing to do, getting rid of them. But for any of you guys asking, like, we don't take shrubs, we don't take plants, we don't take things that are not in bags, that are compostable items. We don't take them and mix them in with the trash because they're not supposed to get dumped in the landfill where we dump all the garbage. Got to give a little plug to my buddy Zyle over here running the tree truck. He's got some crazy equipment. I think we're in the wrong business. No, just kidding. He's been in business about 15 years, but he's one of the top tree guys up here in our area. Any of you tree guys out there running hook lift trucks, let me know in the comments. Ooh, look at this. Nice. Overflowing cart for us. So let me know what you guys think of the little strobes we got on the bottom. I think it was like 150 bucks. I mean, obviously during the day, they're not as bright as they are at night, but it definitely brings some added safety to the back of the truck and for a pretty cheap price. Let's see, I'm gonna guess this guy's usually pretty good. Let's see what kind of stuff's up in here. Oh yeah, nice and clean. So we're at a house where we back into the driveway. You can see how tight it is in here. So when the truck's like empty, basically we could just throw stuff in there. If the boxes are too big, we put them in there. We have a recycling section in the front still. Tyler's grabbing one of the carts. This customer's got a couple more of our carts right here. Stuff like this will back into the driveways. The reason we have to do this is we're actually in our little city today. There's certain areas where they push the snow and the sidewalk is so close that the carts would be all tipped over. Let me know, do you guys have that? If you do it in a rural area that then turns into a city, do you have those sections where, you know, the houses were all built in like the 1800s, so it's not like laid out very well, but that's why we back into this driveway. This is how we go down the list. If there's extra trash, you know, NCO stands for no cart out. Check mark means we got them. You know, back in driveway, be careful. That was for that one that I showed you guys a few minutes ago where there was 3 carts. This just gives the driver or myself little reminders of what's to be done at each stop. And if there's no cart out and a customer says we didn't come by, it gives us the proof that there actually wasn't a cart seen. So that's why we didn't pick it up. Check out all this cardboard, guys. So people that have wives and husbands out there that order a lot of crap from Amazon, I always joke with my wife. Tyler's got those couple of carts. I'm gonna grab this one. People that order from Amazon and all these online sites all the time, talking about some serious cardboard for the garbage man.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So 3. Hey, you too. See you later. Tina giving us these nice hoodies. So 300. Let me see that bad boy. Look at this. Highest one ever. Can't even read it on the screen. 398.65. That right there is some heavy dump fees. We didn't even do 200. That's a couple dollars a house. Woo! But let's get in to the gross revenue of the month. And today was really heavy, guys, because I mean it's like snowing and slushing out. A lot of people had some extra trash. So the norm, I would say, probably maybe 350, 398 today because of all that extra weight and that extra little clean out that we did to add to that big total, which I think is the biggest total for residential trash we've ever done in a day. Now let's talk numbers, some revenue stuff. Okay, so if we go off an average of 350, 4 weeks in the average month, I mean, sometimes, of course, there's 5, but for the most part, there's 4. So we're going to use 350. We're talking a total of, what's that, 1,400 in dump fees. So 1,400 in just dump fees, no fuel. But this route, guys, because the rates are higher because people have duplexes, triplexes, all that kind of stuff, this route grosses about $5,800 a month. Now, we have to do it 4 times. So, you know, we got 4 days of gas, which I don't know. What do you think, Tyler? Like $100?
$100 in gas?
Yeah, today, probably not even.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Probably not, because we only do under 100 miles today, and the truck is getting like 6 miles to the gallon. Yeah, we'll just call it 100. So we're gonna call it a flat 100 in gas. So we got 58. We're gonna subtract out our 1,400. That's gonna leave us with 4,400. Then we're gonna subtract out another 400 for fuel. So $4,000 is our gross profit. Then I gotta pay Tyler $10,000 a month. So I'm actually not, no, I'm just kidding. I'm actually not. So $4,000, and then, you know, Tyler gets paid out of that and all that good stuff. So it's basically, realistically, $1,000 a week for this day, this one day of riding around. And I'll ride around with them sometimes, so, you know, we can nitpick and put my time in there and all that kind of stuff. But I ride around with them to help them out, and it's just fun to ride around together and shoot the breeze. But yeah, so we're gonna say $1,000 gross profit before payroll and any debt load, which, you know, we got a couple truck payments. But other than that, guys, that's just one day. So you can see where if you had this going on you know, 3-4 days a week. If you can make every day do that, which ours doesn't because we have less stops on some of the days, but if you could get to that point where you're doing that 3 days a week, $3,000 a week, gross profit, pretty good. And then you got to take your debt load out of there. Back home where it's warm. Hope you guys enjoyed that video with the breakdown. Again, our residential route is one of our, you know, main streams. We do the junk removal and we also do the dumpsters. And in the summertime, those two extra streams of revenue can surpass our residential, but we keep the residential about the size it is so it can be manned by one guy. Like I said, most of the time, that's a one employee job, but riding around with Tyler, you know, keeps up morale and it's fun. You know, we were, you know, talking about maybe trying to grow the run, but at this point I think we're just going to kind of keep it where it is and keep doing YouTube, keep doing junk removal, and do these dumpsters and keep making these videos for you guys. So as always, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.